Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Emmy and we are back on our Forever World. I have a lot to get done today, so let's kind of go over what I want to do because I still don't really know how I'm going to do everything, but we're actually going to be taking a bit of a break from the coastal town, at least for the first little parts of the video. As I mentioned in the previous video, I have a sniffer egg. I also have a happy gas that I don't think is too happy floating around in a barn right now. So I want to work on that stuff today. I also kind of want to expand on our shipping area. I'm not really sure, not our shipping, oh my gosh, our fishing area. Like I said, I'm not super sure as to what I'm gonna do over there, but I want to at least expand it a little bit and kind of have like three separate realms right now. So we have a little medieval place, we're gonna have our fishing town, and we're gonna have our coastal town. But they're also all going to be semi-correlated with one another. So with that, grab a snack, get some water or something to drink, and relax. I don't know why I'm being super intense today. I'm not really sure as to where I want to put the happy gas or the sniffer, but I kind of like the idea of putting the sniffer in our fishing town just because I feel like color-wise it will look the best. So I think we're going to be taking a large part of the video over in this section and we're going to be switching it up a little bit. And fortunately, I'm actually eating some fish as my food for the episode. So it kind of fits in turn, and we have the angular pottery shard. So we're going to have to make a little pot and do something with that in this episode. I forget that I have not been over here for so long. It's not my favorite build because it's a little bit off, but you know what? That's okay. But for this area, we were primarily working with jungle wood and mangrove, so that means we're gonna have to do some collecting of those items. But let's kind of plan out where I would want to put the sniffer and whatnot. I kind of want it to have a sense of free range, but of course I don't want it to, get loose. So I'm kind of on the verge of maybe making a fun little fenced area for the guy in this little section, or we can put him back here, which is another really cool option, I think, to kind of have our sniffers up on this part. But I don't really know with the terrain how fun that is going to be. But I kind of like the idea of building like some like walling or some fencing for our sniffer, which, like I said, it's probably not going to be too hard, but that doesn't mean it won't be easy. Let's go see what jungle wood I have in store and we will get focused on that. Okay, we have our jungle wood. So let's put down our crafting table, and we're going to need a good amount of sticks. So let's at least get those started. We have only 27 fences, but I think that's going to be okay for our enclosure right now. Where do I want to put this? I really think it would look nice over here. I do feel the need to maybe get some other things for this guy. I don't know. I'm gonna work it out. Okay, everyone. Now, it's not 100% done. I'm also not super happy with it. I was planning on using cobblestone, but I also wanted to like keep the tie between each build. So I did end up using the deep slate. I don't think it looks bad. I just wasn't what I pictured using. Here we go. I do plan on getting lanterns in a few moments to actually fully light this up, but I wanted to make sure our little guys had some water, some food. I'm saying little guys as if there's gonna be multiple. I only have one so far, and we'll kind of bring some steps up. Now I did, incorporate some of the mangrove, A, because they're kind of that color, and B, we have mangrove over there, but it's kind of not really in your face. It's just in like little spats. I don't know. I tried to make sure they couldn't jump over anything. I hope not. I don't think they could even do that. Anyways, let's get our little guy going and let me know what I should name it. Oh right, I forgot it's an egg. Okay, I don't know how long these take to hatch. Okay, it says they can take 2 in-game days or 40 minutes. We're gonna work on something else while that happens. We may not witness the birth, but that's okay. Like I mentioned before, I need to work on a home for our happy gas because even though she might be a little happy right now, I wouldn't be happy just being stuck in a barn. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put something for her, but I'm kind of thinking of either putting something over here or back over there. I feel like it would just be easier to keep it over here because I tend to only be in this place and that place the most, but you know, who knows? We can always set up different stations. But I'm kind of thinking of making a fun little tower right around this area or in the back part. Just something simple, but also ties into the theme. So we're going to need to go back to our roots and use some oak wood, cobble, granite, which I think I actually have in my hand, oak, spruce, and birch. But you know, that's not a bad thing for me. I can work with that. So I think I'm going to go and whip something up and hopefully our sniffer will have hatched by then. Alright, you guys, I finally made Lila her little watchtower. Is it perfect? No, but it's still really cute. And, you know, it gets the job done. I am having, like, you know, some slight difficulties getting in. I think I just have to, like, remove the stairs and whatnot when I go in and out. I did build this pathway. I don't love it, but... Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I need to redo this. Hold on. Okay, ignore that. I just had to do that. Or ignore that, I forgot to do this. But I don't love a lot of this. Like, I don't love the leaf placement. And I need to actually make a better way up and out there because she's a little bit too high up. That's alright. I think it does the job. I originally wanted to actually have it be over this way. That's kind of why I did the staircase because I thought it looked a little awkward. But like I said, I am content with it for the time being. Let's also just add a little bit of like this. Okay, cute. Let's sleep. And I think our sniffer hatched. So let's go over and see our sniffer. Yes, our sniffer. Gosh, hello, friend. Hello. You know, I don't know if this guy will jump or not. I want it to smell up some seeds because I really, really want some of the plants that it offers. But I might just chill here for a second. Smelling something. Not smelling any seeds. I forgot that I have better animations on, so I don't know if it's actually smelling the ground or not. What do they like to eat? They eat torchflower seeds, of course. Smell something for me, please. I want a seed. It seems to like this little spot, so I think I'm gonna just remove it and maybe it will enjoy smelling over there. Let's also place this torch over there because I don't know if they can only do it in grass. I just wanted to smell up a seed, but it's going everywhere where it can't dig up a seed. Maybe I have to just make this all dirt. That's all right. I like the path though, it's a vibe. But it seems to really like to go over here. So we'll leave this like little small section of path because I think it looks nice. They have an 8-minute cooldown. No wonder. Well, we'll come back periodically and, you know, figure it out. But one thing I said in the very, very last episode of the Forever World was I wanted to kind of revamp our storage area. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't really know what block I'm going to do because this is just kind of atrocious. I'm probably gonna do spruce because that's what I have the most of and it's my favorite. I also have a ton of jungle, but I don't think jungle would look necessarily that swell. It was either not jungle, it was either spruce or birch. But I think we're gonna do spruce and keep the birch for like the top. So I'm gonna get rolling on this one. So I actually was doing, you know, look at me doing actually something, kind of. It's okay. I realized I don't know how to count and I made this uneven, but I think that I'm going to compensate with doing this. So I don't think it looks that bad actually. I just need to get more leaves. Does it bother me that you can see the stone? No. Will it bother you? It'll probably bother at least one of you. But I'm a lot happier with the way that this turned out because it actually looks nice. I need to get some lanterns and I might put some like redstone lamps or like glowstone either under the chests or I mean I have the lanterns here but the torches here need to go. Another thing that I really wanted to do is get an XP farm going. Now I've never really built one before that wasn't an Enderman farm, but from the previous video I noticed that we have a huge mine shaft underneath us. We like barely missed it in our, you know, our thing. So I'd assume that there's a cave spider spawner somewhere. I'd assume it's like right in here. But I need to kind of learn how to make one. So I don't know if I'm going to do that in this episode. I might do in the other one. Or not the other one, but the next one. Or maybe I'll do it like on stream or something. Because I do want to start streaming. I really, really, really do. But I want to at least see if there's any seeds over here. Because I really, really want at least just one. We got one. Let's go. Pitcher pod. Where should we put this? Oh wait, I think I need to hoe the ground. Okay, that makes me so excited. Yes! Yippee! I need to so badly make more storage in our iron farm. So I'm gonna head over there and I'm just gonna take a lot of the iron out, I think, as well as I just need to make some more chests. So I should probably get on with that. Then I need to make hoppers and that's just a whole thing. So I think I'm just gonna quickly do a little inventory dump, which is the worst thing that I could actually ever do. Because I'm just gonna leave it in this chest for a while and complain I don't know where anything is. We are just overflowing. Like it's bad. And we'll have a bunch of red dye. I don't know what we're ever going to use red dye for, but that's all right. Just, you know, a few stacks of blocks. Just casual. How fun is that? One day I'll figure out how to do an auto crafter and craft everything. But I'm not going to complain because this means that we also have a ton of chains. Like availability to make chains. At least do 32 as of right now. And why not just make a lantern? Oh, and then we can actually go over and put this near our sniffer. Look at me being smart for once. Yay! Doesn't feel like I did a lot, but it also does feel like I did a lot. We did a lot of small things. We did the sniffer, we did the ghast thing, and I'm probably gonna texture it and put a little bit more detail off camera or in the next episode. I'm a little tired, okay? And we did our storage room, so I'm really content with that. So I apologize if the video is a little bit shorter than my normal ones. Yeah. But I hope you did like the video, and if you did, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I hope to see you in the next one, and look forward to upcoming streams. Bye!